Hi guys, today we're here to talk about the Scorpius controller. My name is Rick Field, I live in Sydney, Australia, and the company name is Scorpius Wireless. We specialise in digital wireless technology. That's all we do. We don't make cars, we don't make tracks, we just do electronics. We do it for analog, we do it for the Scorpius system, and we do it for the Carrera system, and partially for the Scalatrix system. Okay, so the other side of the controller is the three knobs. Got a sensitivity knob there, menu and brake. On the other side, you've got a lane change button across the top, a lights menu button and an auxiliary button. The lights you can turn on and off on the fly. You can flash high beam on the fly. Of course, you need the MPD chip for that. So this controller will work with Carrera power bases. You simply get the nitrous dongle. Here it is here. Oh. Oops, upside down. There we go. Scorpius Wireless, and it's the nitrous dongle. It plugs straight into your CU and it works immediately. You don't have to do anything. Notice it doesn't have a screen or a button like a Carrera dongle. That's because we have a screen and buttons on the controller, so we don't need both. Okay, that's why. So we have the screen here and we have a menu. So what's the menu do? It just allows you to do lots of different things. I was going to quickly go through it. To get into the menu, press the menu button. The first page is ID. That's the ID of the controller. And if you want to transfer that ID to pair or match a car, you use the next page, which is set car ID and PIN. Now the PIN is a personal identification number, or it's actually a code that only you know, that encrypts your message so no one can hack your channel. The next one is WAM, the same but for WAM. Okay, so we make a 50 amp wireless module. It's 35 amp RMS all day long. It's got the three driver station connected alligator clips on the end to sit positively wide tracks. So if you want to pair your controller to that unit, that's what that page is for. Next one's PEARL. PEARL stands for Programmable Electronically Activated Race Line. So it's a best line system. So what happens is, if you have a Scorpius system with Scorpius lane brains, you can actually drive around the track and change lanes, and it actually will remember your preferred line in the car and store it. So every time you go past that lane changer, it will automatically change lanes for you, or not change lanes, whatever you prefer. It's quite a good system. If you're wondering about colliding with other cars, the Scorpius system comes with an anti-collision system as standard. Always has. Okay, so that's PEARL. Next one, we have a speed limiter. Okay, that's used for down the pits. So when you enter the pit lane, just like real motor car racing, if you know yourself, if you speed in the pits, you'll get penalised. So you can turn this on or off. The next page is the percentage. So you can have 70%, 60%, 90%, whatever you like. Okay, because with the Scorpius race management system, it will detect if you're speeding and it will penalise you. So that's speed limiting. You can also use it for as a choke, or you can use it as a kiddies learn mode. Okay, so we got speed limiter. Next one is edit map. Okay, so you've got 10 throttle maps that come standard with the Scorpius controller. You can customize any of those 10 throttle maps within the controller itself. However, it is easier to do on the controller, on the PC, sorry, and then upload it to your controller using the Scorpius dongle. You can also change the driver name on the using the computer. You can also change the throttle maps. Okay, name. So that's that. Next one is, remember I mentioned the PIN, the security code. You got between 0 to 9999. Next one is driver. Scorpius, you can just go into the menu and change that to Dave or Pete, whatever. The next one is your version number. This is version 12.0. The next one is configure from PC. Just like I mentioned before, you can design maps, change your name, do various things on the computer, then simply upload it to the controller. So that's how that works. Then we've got oh, I'm going the wrong way, guys. The next one is reflash from PC. So from time to time we release new firmware versions. They're always free of charge. If you have the Scorpius dongle, you get the program up on a computer, load the latest firmware onto it and just dump it onto the controller. It takes about 30 or 40 seconds. The next page is boot card chip. Now what happens with the Scorpius system, we use an app to reflash the MPD. It won't apply to Carrera users though, because they have their own firmware system. But if you want to upgrade the firmware, the Carrera firmware into the MPD, not Scorpius firmware, you use that button and that puts it into boot mode. Okay, that's the MPD chip, by the way. I won't go into that today. It's quite deep, but this controller works with the MPD chip. But interesting enough, it will work with the new nitrous dongle. The nitrous dongle is similar to the Scorpius dongle, except it plugs in to your Carrera CU. Now this gives two different systems. You can either use the Scorpius controller with totally Carrera native system, or if you want to use our controller, the nitrous dongle, and our MPD chip, you'll be able to talk directly to the chip and to the Carrera CU simultaneously. That's a nitrous system. The advantages are you still have all your Carrera functions, therefore you have all your smart race connectivity functions, so there's no compromise. But you also get all the goodies of the MPD. You get 256 throttle steps instead of 15. You get 100 braking steps instead of 10. You get controllable lights on the fly. You've got a zipper capacitor there which keeps the lights on when the car's stationary, or sorry, when it's de-slotted or over a dead spot, so the lights don't flash on and off. We've got a little OLED screen here, goes in the front window. It's only 1/2 inch. That basically shows your car ID number. We've also got a tacho. That tacho goes in the motor. It's a bit of blue tack, and it's got a reflective light sensor on it which sends messages to the MPD, then onto the computer so you can tell your exact motor speed. So that's that. So we have analog covered, we have Scorpius covered, we have Carrera covered, and this chip also will have a Scalextric LED that puts in the bottom of the car, but it's direct wireless control. You won't have any power-based functions, and you will be forced to use a Scorpius race management system. Therefore, you'll need a Scorpius lap timer, but you will be able to use all your standard Scalextric track and lane changes. So the advantage is, though, you'll be able to have up to 24 cars on a Scalextric track with caveats. Okay, so that's a little bit about the Scorpius menu. Pretty exciting. Well, I'm excited anyhow. So they're in production at the moment. We have a test batch of just 100 only. These coming out. They'll go out to select customers or beta testers. And the nitrous dongle is in production now. They'll be for sale soon. So if you're in America, it'll be Professor Motor. In UK, probably going to be, I think, Pendle Slot. In Germany, it will be Eicher Racing, E-I-C-K-E-R. And in Australia, it'll be available directly from me. Okay, so you'll be able to get it on a few continents. Been in business for 15 years, we're not going anywhere. We know what we're talking about. Our systems are very reliable, they're very functional, and we have the latest technology. So thanks for watching this, guys. Stay tuned, there's lots more coming in 2026. It's going to be a mind-blowing year. Catch you later.